You are now listening to TSLK.
You are now listening to B-Town Beats.
Is on his way, however, right now.
I know I'm sexy. I've got the ball. Contestant scheduled for always TV time dating. Making his way to the ring from San Antonio, Texas.
TheShavedLionKing. Yo, what up, fellas? What up, fellas? How's all my retainers doing tonight, man? I said, what up, fellas? How's all my retainers doing tonight, man? It's your main man in the building, bro. You know I'm up here holding it down, bro. Holding all of these stacks of millions, donating it to all my fellas to get y'all on the same level, bro. Because let me tell you something, man. What is the world, bro, that we live in, bro, if everybody out here can't succeed, bro? And that's the attitude. That's the energy that the TheShavedLionKing pushes on his channel, bro. I've been thinking about how much sex is overrated, okay? And this is the truth, bro. I've been thinking about how much sex is overrated. Okay. And I wrote something down for y'all that I want to read to you. Just some thoughts, just some things that were going through my mind. Okay. And I see how sex is overrated. So check this out, bro. You lose interest in sex, bro, when you become aware. You start to see through it. The illusion, bro. The traps, bro. The puppet strings, bro. Okay. Pulling you towards something, bro, that's no longer worth the cost. Sexual instinct is the most deceitful of all the instincts, okay? It will promise you heaven, but only will give you repetition and disillusion. Sex promises connection, ecstasy. After enough times, it starts to feel hollow. And then the mind shifts, not because we can't respond, bro, but because our spirit no longer wants to. Sex is nature's trick, bro. Sex is not about love. Sex is not about pleasure, okay? Sex, bro, is a trick. It's nature's most believable illusion to ensure reproduction, bro. Okay, I want you to understand this. To ensure reproduction, convincing us that we are receiving happiness. Okay, we believe we feel desire, connection, validation. Okay, the truth is we are being manipulated by biology. It's not our choice, but actually nature's command. Men start to devote their lives, bro, to chasing it. Okay. Think about the money, the status, bro. Okay. The confidence, man, the steroids, bro. We do everything out here to chase it, bro, just to get access to this illusion.
I don't want to blow my own horn, but I'm really qualified.
We wake up after recognizing the patterns, bro, and how much it cost us and how fleeting the pleasure was, man. Repeating the same script every time, bro. Think about it, man. The chase, bro. The build up, bro. The peak, bro. The release, bro. And the letdown, okay? We grow tired of the same cycles, man. And we give in to reinforce the lie that it will feel different the next time. When it is satisfied, too often it numbs. So let me repeat that. When we get something that's always satisfied, what happens is it numbs itself. Okay. I want you to think about this. When we do something over and over and over repetitively, think about this, guys. When we do something over and over and over and over, whatever the action may be, what ends up happening is it numbs itself. Okay. And this is the same thing that happens when we are out here having SEX. I want you guys to understand something, bro. This is the facts, bro, on how SEX is going to go on later in our lives as men. See, there comes a time, bro, when we hit that maturity, bro. bro, when we've had enough repetition, when we start to identify our own patterns, bro, and then we start to control these chakras, bro, where we're not sitting in lust all day, all right? We're not down in these lower chakras, bro. We actually ascend in these chakras. Now we're up in our higher mind and we're thinking about things from a new perspective, bro. The one thing that I can promise you guys, I can promise you this, sex has always been overrated, bro. The reason why it's overrated, bro, you gotta think about it. Think about all of this stuff that I've just mentioned to you, okay? I just spoke in the previous stream, bro, that it's something that you lose every single time that you do as a man. You're losing out. You're losing your essence. We have been taught since we were young. We were raised by social media, bro. We were raised by the tell lies to our vision, bro, to think that we have to always release. We always have to finish, that we always have to be in a relationship, where we always got to be doing something with our sexual energy. And this is not the case, bro. Okay, sexual energy is the most powerful energy that we have down here, bro. It is so powerful. It's the energy that creates everything that we got going on down here. And you guys got to understand on how overrated it is. I'm not trying to say it doesn't feel good. I'm not trying to say, bro, that you shouldn't do it every now and again. I'm not trying to say, bro, anything bad about it, because I've done it just as much as you have. But what I have done is I have matured, became a real man, bro. And now I'm sitting back analyzing the situation like any mature man would do. And this is how you know most of you young guys that come in here have no clue what you're talking about, because you're still young. You have no clue on what you are about to be robbed out of for the next 5-10 years of your life as a youngster, thinking that you need to grow up and have a girlfriend.
You said you didn't want to do anything tonight and you're going to stay home all day today.
What are you talking? So we're just telling me I said maybe.
No.
Probably something better.
No. And look at how you lie to me, Sam, and then try to make me feel like I'm stupid when I like say shit to you and you're like trying to switch it all around and make it seem like I'm the one that's lying and making shit up.
What are you talking about?
You're
Sam's
not
red
funny.
light. I'm not trying to be funny.
Do you want me to fucking break up with you? Is this really like really that like more important than like making this relationship fucking better like we're supposed to?
All of this is going to do is keep you back further and further from your fullest potential. You guys don't understand what I'm telling you, bro. Let me tell you something, the truth, man. If I was controlling this world, if I was Mr. Washington in the White House, your president, bro,
President is black.
I would have an all-girl school. I have an all-man school, okay? I would separate all of us from most of our days, okay? The only time I would allow any type of interaction like that would be at specific places that we set up for interactions like that. Other than that, bro, I would have every single person out here on their grind use sexual energy and transmuting it into their higher selves, bro. We would have walking geniuses walking around here. We'd have so much higher intelligence. We'd have so many better children that will be raised in this type of society based off of this. Okay, because all the men would be on spermatogenesis, all the women would be, healthy and exercising and being in nature and keeping their goddess energy up like they're supposed to, instead of intertwining with all this energy. This is all we're doing all day long down here, guys, in society. It's all a mixture of our sexual energy. People are walking around. I can't help but notice that every person out there, okay, especially the women, is dressing sexually. Okay, all the men are out there, steroided up with the tightest muscle shirt that they can find, bro. Okay, with the freshest ball fade that they could have, bro. Also, they could access this box, bro, where they're going to deplete their energy. Okay, let me explain something to you guys, because this is going to tie in right to what I'm about to talk about next. Okay, I'm sitting here trying to tell you how semen retention turns you into a man. Let me explain something to you. So we just sit here and talked about how sex is overrated and what it does to a man, how it robs him, bro, how it's keeping him from being his best version. I'm telling you, 99% of the men in this world have no clue what their best version is. This is why they're taking the steroids. This is why they're taking the supplements, bro. This is why they're taking all this, all these supplements from the outside world, trying to make themselves look better, when they fail to realize that they have the best supplement that money could ever possibly buy right between their legs, bro. okay, that is going to give them everything that they could possibly imagine and more, okay? I'm talking about naturally deep in your voice. I'm talking about naturally giving you confidence. I'm talking about making your skin glow and pop. I'm talking about giving you the sharpest mind. By retaining your sexual life force, energy is the way to go. But see, society has done tricked man out of his position, bro. Got him looking outside himself, got him purchasing things on online stores, got him going into GNCs, bro, okay, instead of going into his own vessel, bro, and figure out that he has the best supplements that money could buy. See, you don't understand this, guys, and this is why I'm trying to tell you, bro. You got to understand that semen retention turns you into a man. Let me tell you how. You guys don't understand. The minute we came out of our mom's womb, our sexual reproduction system started to work, right? So when our sexual reproduction system started to work, that was the first day, bro, that we ever started conserving our seed. And then some of us were good boys, man. All right. And we grew up to 16, 17, 18 years old, bro, retaining our seed that long. Okay, this is what made us grow from a youth to a young man, okay, and to manhood. And this is why I'm sitting here trying to explain to you on how important your seed is and how semen retention turns you into a man, because this is in fact what it does. You see, most of us men out here skip this step. We missed that skip. We missed the step from young man to man, okay, because we were robbed, bro. We missed this whole cycle of our life. We were unable to develop the nutrients and the minerals that and the nutrition that we needed at that time to ensure that we hit that maturity, that 90 days, that sperm autogenesis, bro, was taken away from us. You see, most of us got infected when we was 13, bro. Most of us got infected when we was 14, bro. And ever since then, we done been on this thing called the wagon, bro. Okay, this is why the youth is aging so fast. This is why the youth is out here, okay, lost and don't have no intelligence and no street smarts. Okay, because they've been dumping their cerebral brain fluid since they was 13 with no breaks in between. They've never gone back to a full 90 days of retaining their semen until the seed became mature. And because they weren't able to do this, they weren't able to hit the final metamorphosis into a real man. And this is why I've been telling you guys for the longest time, you're not a real man unless you retain your seed. You're not a real man until you hit 90 days of sperm autogenesis. And it's funny how I said that before I even analyzed this situation. Everything that I have been telling you about this journey is the facts, fellas. And you guys must understand that this has never been a game. This is what we're supposed to be doing out here as men. And if you are lacking in this area, you're going to be lacking in life. That's why you will never be the leader of anything. You will always be the employee. You see, this game that I'm giving you, I'm trying to give you boss level game that's going to help you step up your frame in this world, bro. So you can come out here and be your own boss. So you could come out here and create your own things and stop being the follower. This is the society that we need to build out, okay? Because most of the people out here are just following the sheep, bro. They just following and jumping off the bridge like everybody else. You need to be able to stand on your own square. And the way that you're going to do that, bro, is to become a real man. And how do you become a real man if you miss these cycles in your life, bro? You miss these crucial cycles in your life, bro, where your seed matures, man. It's a reason why they told you that. And I want you to understand, like I said, ever since we was young and we started releasing our seed, we never had a break then till our adult years now, bro, to let our seed regenerate. We've never even taken 90 days out of our life. 99% of the men in this world, bro. Listen to how sad that statistic is. Take in what I'm telling you, okay? Put on your earphones. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Semen retention turns you into a real man. And unfortunately, most of us missed that. Most of us were robbed. Most of us never able to complete that process, bro. And this is why most of us men out here, okay, are undeveloped in the area of masculinity, okay? This is what semen retention does to you, bro, okay? I'm telling you, it turns you into a boss. It makes you put everything that you need in your life in order, bro. You are no longer playing by the rules, bro. You are out here, bro, creating your own path in life, bro. You are out here living the most high vibrational frequency as possible, bro. And this is why you attract all these haters. This is why you get all these people that just start trying to lie about you. Try to lie because they can't be you. They wish they could be authentic as you. They wish they could dive deep like you. They wish they were intelligent like you, when all they have to do is just go back and analyze what happened in their life. Where was the most crucial point in their lives where they had the most significant energy drain loss in their lives? And I just sat there and told you, when you came out of your mama, bro, your sexual reproduction system was already at work. So you are retaining your seed from that moment, bro, up until you first release the bag. And ever since we started first releasing the bag, we've never been able to put a cap on the bag. None of us have for 90 days. So you have been robbed all throughout your youth, okay? All up into your so-called manhood, bro, without the proper development of your system. And this is why most of you can't retain your seed. This is why most of you can't hit sperm autogenesis. This is why most of you, bro, cannot compete and hang in the realm of semen retention, because your discipline was broken that early. And now that we have recognized the issues in our life, I'm hoping that we can go out here and fix these things and identify these problems that we have had. And now you have the knowledge, bro, to understand your own blueprint and why maybe certain things are not working in your life, because these are the facts. Sex is overrated, bro, but semen retention turns you into a man. It turns you into a man. You start to rationalize, bro, that you don't need to be out here just busting your kneesel, because that's what they're showing you all over the TV. That's what they're showing you all in society. You got to understand, these women are being taken advantage of too. These women clothes and outfits and clothes designers are designing the most skimpiest clothes for these women to wear, bro. So you got to understand on why retaining your seed is so important, bro. You got to build this discipline, because if you don't, you're going to be broken down just like every other man in the society, and you're never going to be able to hit those levels that you so dreamed of, that you start hating on other people, bro, who are sitting up in this position, giving you this knowledge, giving you this inspiration. I mean, you can do nothing but sit behind that damn cracked screen iPhone 6, bro, and hate. This is what you need to understand, bro, about becoming a man, bro. Okay, I'm telling you, it's going to transform your life, bro. All you need to do is hone in on what it is that you already have in your body and stop looking outside yourself for the answers, fellas. We have the best supplement in the earth, bro. We have the best supplement on the market. Hell, you could start getting some vials in your house, bro, and start filling bottles up and putting labels on them, bro, and create your own online business if you think I'm joking, bro. We're talking about the seed of life here, bro. We're talking about life force energy here, bro. There is nothing gross about it. You are guaranteed to have clientele if you're one of these people out here who are retaining your seed and have a mature seed, and you're healthy and on your vegetarian diet and your blood's clean, bro. You have something so valuable, bro. You have no idea. And this is why I've been telling you guys, you are wasting yourself. You are wasting your time, because you are your own investment. You have no idea what you are, and you were already born with everything that you need, but you're out here looking around the world trying to find something to make you whole, bro. And the whole time, all you're doing is looking like a fool. You're out here doing people's dirty work for them, okay? Instead of creating your own dynasty for yourself. Instead, you want to hate on other people, bro, okay? When they possibly found out about this transmutation of this energy, bro, and they probably just put in their work, and this is how they got what they got. So now that you guys are informed, okay, about how sex is overrated, bro, how overrated it is, bro. It is so overrated. All I see is men in the modern day, bro, who have sold out their whole life just to have some in-house booty, bro, that has drained them, that has took all their motivation, bro, that has now taken off 30, 40 years of their life, bro, that has now taken all of their motivation, because all they can think about is getting in those covers at the end of each night, every single night of the week, bro, and busting that Neasel, okay? And they don't understand on how important that is to the development of a man. It is so important, especially because you got to understand, like I told you, bro, most men in this world, bro, have not hit spermatogenesis in their life. Therefore, they have never had a mature seed, bro. Therefore, bro, I'm telling you, they're not real men, okay? They were robbed of this process, bro. Every man's supposed to be walking around here with the thunder in his voice. Every man's supposed to be walking around here confident as hell with swag on 10, bro. Every man's supposed to be walking around here sharp, not getting taken advantage of, not letting birds trick him out their position just so he can bust the Neasel, bro.
Don't let these niggas trick you at the streets.
Okay, a real man out here is handling his business, bro. A real man out here got too many things going on to be busy with things that are not benefiting his life. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Semen retention ain't no joke, bro. And everybody out here that's been playing around is a straight goof troop, bro. And you need to disassociate from these people, bro, because all they doing is want to fall back into the world and enjoy the life of Kuman, bro, instead of enjoying the life of elevating. And this is why I told you we're not going to do this in 2025, bro. We out here on our highest purpose, bro. And this is all I wanted to share with y'all tonight. I wanted to share with y'all, bro, that sex has always been overrated. We know this, bro. And you know that semen retention now will turn you into a man, bro. Think about the process, bro. Think about when you came out your mom's womb. Think about, bro, when you finally first busted that first Neasel at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old. And think about how you've never rested, recoup for 90 days ever since you had done that process. And this is what I'm telling you, because this is the same testosterone that turned you from that little infant dude, okay, into a young man. And this is what the steps you are missing out to complete your manhood process, bro. And this is why I encourage every man out there, bro, to be retaining their seed for 90 days or more, bro, so you can get this glow, bro, so you can know and understand what it's like to be your very own boss. And I put that on everything I love. This was on my mind, bro. I was writing this down, bro. I was sitting there thinking, man, and then I put it all together. I said, this is exactly why sex is overrated, bro, because at this point of our lives, when we start to wake up and identify that this has just been a repeating process that we've been doing over and over and over, bro, and we understand, bro, that we're not getting nothing out of it, bro, except that 5 minutes of satisfaction, but we also losing so much more of our life, okay? We losing ourselves every day. That is straight up cerebral brain fluid, okay? And you can understand why so many men out here don't have it together, bro. So many men out here are just being swayed. Whatever somebody say is not a leader, okay? We don't have any leaders because they don't understand that being drained, it directly pulls from their masculinity, bro. Okay, whether you think you're being masculine or not, it directly pulls from your masculinity, bro. Okay, and there's no way around this. This is science. This is the facts, bro. It doesn't matter what your ego says. Okay, if you're one of these people out here, please recognize and identify the things that you're doing so you can make yourself better as a man.
You believe in the whole semen retention and men? Do you think that's a real thing?
Yes, I believe it. Because here's the thing, Napoleon Hill practiced. And people who don't practice it, you got to understand, sexual energy is life force energy. That is a creative energy that can catapult a man to genius status. Wow. But you never get there because you drain your life force energy on the physical act of sex as opposed to retaining it and elevating yourself to a creative spot. But it takes a massive amount of discipline. The reward for most men is not there, which is the reason why they don't do it. The reward for most men is actually sex, not anything higher. But for the man who wants something higher, the goal, what he attains for doing it, is worth the work, is worth the discipline.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Who is the master? Huh?
Will not stage completed.
Even if I must sacrifice my life.